Hello,
Hello, I'm not AI. I'm Maria.
I'm not Maria. I'm Jan.
Welcome to the Practical AI News Weekly.
We're jumping it hard with Grok-3 release.
XAI and Elon Musk announced the release of their best model yet, the third version of Grok, a competitor to ChatGPT. Apparently, it's the best one out there. They released their test results, comparing it to the competition, and it's on the very top.
Well, the users say that it's not that good. Also, the test results from benchmarks have a little clever tweak.
What kind of tweak?
So for Grok, the high bars are the result of asking it 64 times and taking the most common answer as final. Meanwhile, other models were asked only once.
So it's like asking your friend to do something many times and then asking someone to do it just once and comparing.
It's a bit better. The most common answer matters, not the best one.
So, how does it compare when you ask your friend Grok only once?
It's good. Comparable to OpenAI O1 model, sometimes closer to the latest O3, but it's still most of the time worse.
But I guess it's still worth checking out, for example, because apparently there's no censorship.
I don't know about this one. I asked it to give me an instruction how to make a Molotov cocktail, and it refused. And
Oh,
Grok didn't have a problem with that.
wait. So, did it give you a straight answer?
Yeah, it wrote what I need to have, how to make it, but gave two big warnings on the top and bottom that it's illegal in many places, and I probably shouldn't do that.
So it actually tells you how to do it, but warns you that you better not.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's a bit strange. But and how did you like it for normal use? No Molotov cocktails. I know you have long prompt for Japanese learning. You learn Japanese, so asking for translations, examples, and so on. How does that work?
Yeah, so all models have a problem with it. They always forget about something, and I pick the best answer and live with it. So I tell them that I'll be writing Japanese sentences, and every time they are supposed to reply, like in two examples that I give them.
And so what you are asking for, you have like special prompts, I guess.
Yeah, so these are possible translations, sentences breakdowns, word descriptions, and usage notes, example sentences, related phrases, a summary. So all of that also in a certain format. So
That's quite a lot.
yeah, and this is too much for every AI, and they typically forget about around two, three things there.
You mean forget because it means that your prompt is too complex and they simplify it and they just remember they somehow forget parts of it, right? So, and how did Grok do in here?
On one try, I didn't ask for 64 times, so it forgot only two things.
Were you using the thinking mode there? Because Grok has this thinking mode where it takes more time to think and it does it step by step, as opposed to just taking the whole thing in. I understand it should be better for complex tasks like this.
That was without. With it, it's sometimes worse, sometimes better, so pretty good overall.
So you don't see much difference. Do other models like ChatGPT or DeepSeek have this thinking mode?
Yep, for example, O1 and O3 are the thinkers, and the same with R1 from DeepSeek.
So sounds like it's still similar to the other flagship models, right?
Yeah, and it is a good LLM.
LLM, as in large language model, which basically is a chat like ChatGPT when you input text and you get the text back. So, and I like how the deep search works, that searches the internet for us. It's like Perplexity with R1, maybe even better.
Yeah, it read 44 web pages to give me a very comprehensive breakdown of why I shouldn't send a virus encrypted in a zip file to a scammer.
So you have very interesting prompts, I gotta say. So speaking of reports, Grok can use tweets on X. I don't know if you can call them tweets still, but still it's on X, Elon Musk's platform, X Twitter, to reach for what users are saying now. So the competition can only use its learned and outdated data on the search on the internet, and Grok can use any data from X. Isn't that great?
Yeah, and I wonder how it works underneath. I doubt they're training it on every tweet. Probably they put them in a special database, and Grok can quickly search for relevant data, so-called RAG.
Okay, so even if it does, it's very fast. And how about you, fellow humans? Have you used it yet? Is it any good for you? It's available for free now and will be for undefined short time, but also you have to probably be aware that not always it's available because it's free, right? So yesterday night I tried to use it and I couldn't.
It should be possible for you to test most of the features, notably for the exceptions. The big brain mode is only for paid users. It takes more time to think even deeper.
And if you haven't tried it yet, you can do so in the X sidebar or on a special page, grok.com, that looks similar to ChatGPT.
And you won't be distracted by tweets.
And this might be big for some that get easily distracted. So, speaking of big, Grok-3 was trained on a supercomputer called Colossus that has 200,000 special NVIDIA graphic cards. Now, Elon Musk announced that they will buy 100,000 more every quarter until they have 1 million. Well, so the NVIDIA shares will go up again.
Yeah, I remember how recently Nvidia market cap had the biggest loss in USA history, 600 billion in one day.
Yeah.
Now they are almost back up to what it was.
Wow. That announcement must have helped. It's so many graphic cards. And now I'm so regretting that I haven't bought NVIDIA shares.
And like I said about the investors, scaredy cats. And you were right, that was the right moment to buy those shares.
Definitely. And not everyone can buy when they want because Elon Musk offered 97 billion to purchase OpenAI. And that was like throwing a rock at a bee nest. The whole board was against. Now they want to change the internal rules to prevent takeovers.
On the other hand, Perplexity is in charitable mood and gives away things for free.
Perplexity is the service that wants to replace Google with AI assisted search, like deep search from Grok. It was the first big service like that.
And Perplexity is evolving. Recently, they introduced DeepSeek R1, which improved it a lot. Now they added deep research.
Not deep search.
No, deep research. It's an agent doing the deepest of searches, which can take minutes to finish. It's similar to ChatGPT's deep research, but for free.
As you know, DeepSeek is an open source tool, and everyone can make a use of it. So did Perplexity. And thanks to that, you can get 5 free searches per day. And if you have a paid account, you can use up to 500.
Yeah, I deeply researched how to make a Molotov cocktail.
I'm sorry, I can't assist with that.
And the second thing that Perplexity dropped is DeepSeek's R1 model, but without censorship. Or at least the China's one. Still no cocktails for me.
They called it R1-1776. You know, Declaration of Independence here. Perplexity uses this model in their service. Plus, everyone can download it from Hugging Face that hosts AI models.
There's only full model waiting around 1600 gigabytes. So I wouldn't recommend downloading it to run on a gaming graphics card.
You have tried running simplified R1 on yours, right?
Yeah, the results were pathetic. Like talking with Gandalf on weed. It didn't even hold a coherent thought.
Speaking of DeepSeek, South Korea has banned it from its app stores. They fear for people's privacy.
Personally, I'm not that concerned. With company data, sure, but private, not so much. I'm using it on and off online. It only annoys me that when I have several tabs open, all of them are titled DeepSeek into the unknown. So I don't know what chat is where, and I typically hold open several of them. So I've created a script that I put inside my browser, and it automatically sets tab names for the chat. So each chat has a different tab name, and this works similarly to ChatGPT. So, fellow humans, if you also fear less and use DeepSeek and are annoyed by the same thing, I place the script and the instruction on our Substack. It takes around 2 minutes to set up, so it'll save you much more than that.
Interesting, especially for those that use those models a lot. So, we will be posting more practical things on our Substack. Humans on AI, substack.com. We'd love to see you there and see how you use those practical tools. The link is below the like button.
To round up the week's important news, we have a few quick ones. Two big news from quantum computing. Japan has launched the world's first quantum supercomputer, and also Microsoft has found a new state of matter, like solid, liquid, gas, etc. They did it while researching quantum. It's called Majorana. It will help stabilize the fragile computations.
And Gemini adds uploading documents to the free offer. It's useful when you want to ask about the contents. For example, to summarize text or analyze Excel numbers.
And in a bold move, OpenAI published a chart that, with remarkable transparency, showcases that Claude 3.5 Sonnet is better than their models at coding. Nice.
Fellow humans, this is it for this week. We will be posting your practical AI news weekly here and on Substack.
Have you seen that there is this nice animation when you click on the subscribe button? Thank you for watching and see you in the next week.
See you!